Hi everyone, it's Andrea Flack-Wetherald from And Beyond and andbeyondimprov.com. And today I'm going to share with you 4 really critical times to make sure that you are listening well as a leader, as an HR staff member, or as a person who has a vested interest in a healthy, thriving, diverse, and inclusive office culture. I've become fond of telling my clients that confrontation isn't a risk of employing and including a diverse workforce. It's a guarantee, but it's also the solution. It's the solution to how we make sure we're truly reaping the benefits of employing and including a diverse workforce full of divergent perspectives. It's also the solution to how we make sure we're not accidentally tokenizing these people once we've hired them. So it's one thing to hire women. It's one thing to hire people of color or people from other minority groups. It's another thing to really include them and make sure that they feel heard once the hiring is done. So there are 4 really critical times that you can make sure when you see these instances happening that your ears perk up and you notice, okay, this is a really good time for me to make sure I am supporting my scene partner and I am really using these improv skills you hear me talk about all the time of choosing curiosity over judgment, listening beyond your comfort zone, maintaining faith in your scene partner, and really staying rooted in this present moment, even if you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so the very first moment is self-advocacy. So when you notice someone that's on your team advocating for themselves, maybe they want a raise or more time off or a new project that's different than what they've worked on before, or whatever the case may be. When you notice someone advocating for themselves, that's a good time to make sure that you are really showing up for your scene partner. Number 2 is when disagreement arises specifically during moments of collaboration. So collaboration can be vulnerable if we're brainstorming, if we're offering ideas for how something could get better, or pitching our ideas for a project. Those moments of collaboration can be very vulnerable. So it's really important that if disagreement arises, we're asking ourselves, am I listening to all the voices in the room? Am I being a good steward of the vulnerability that is being offered to me? Number 3, giving difficult feedback. So it's important that we are even-handed with the feedback. And of course, there will be times that arise when you need to give not so desirable feedback to a minority employee. But it is very important that as a leader, as an HR staff, when you're doing that, you are listening with curiosity. You are making sure that this is an open-ended dialogue and that you are extremely aware of the vulnerability that is present in this moment. Okay, so we want to make sure that when we are giving feedback, we are really sticking to, if you've seen my Venn diagram for giving difficult feedback, which you can have access to through the link in the comments here, you really want to make sure you are staying true to that productive confrontation, that productive dialogue sweet spot, and not slipping into attack or slipping into intervention, and therefore making your scene partner feel attacked or feel condescended or feel on the defensive. So we want to make sure that we are staying really solidly in that confrontation sweet spot. And there's more information about how to do that well through the link in the comments. Number 4 is when you are the one receiving difficult feedback. So you want to make sure that you are open, that you understand that your success as a leader, that your success for your company is contingent upon the willingness of your staff and your employees to offer you sincere feedback. Make sure that you're really mining that experience for gold nuggets of opportunity to grow and ultimately succeed. So those are the 4 moments: when you're giving difficult feedback, receiving difficult feedback, disagreement during collaboration, and moments of self-advocacy. From here on out, I hope that if you are a leader or a culture stakeholder of any kind, that when these types of moments arise across the board, your ears perk up and you're really looking for ways to be supportive to your scene partner. But it especially matters if we want to avoid accidental tokenization. So make sure you take advantage of that free download I mentioned. It's called Best Practices for Giving Difficult Feedback. And these are my tried and true methods for making sure you're offering feedback in a way that it's receivable, and help make sure that you're really coming alongside and encouraging your team member to really be the best that they can be. So make sure you take advantage of that free download. So there's 2 links in the description of this video. One is for the free download, and the other is to schedule a time if you are interested in hearing more about getting a culture of curiosity roadmap for your organization. So this is a new way that I've recently started working with clients. Instead of having me come in right away, you can save some money not having to put me on a plane, but schedule about 2 hours for me to get to know your organization, really hear what's going on, and then provide provide you a fully independently executable roadmap for creating what I call a culture of curiosity, meaning a place where people really value choosing proactively curiosity instead of judgment. I believe that curiosity is one of the most transferable improv skills that makes improv succeed on stage, but then also really makes teams succeed off stage as well. When it comes to innovation, when it comes to how we present ourselves during confrontation, when it comes to building confidence as a speaker, as a leader, and as a team member, choosing curiosity is really, really critical. And there are lots of ways that we can bake this into your infrastructure to make sure you have a team that really organically and authentically connects with each other. So if you're interested in hearing more about that second link in the description of this video will give you more information about that, and will give you an opportunity to schedule time on my calendar to talk with me more about that. If this video was meaningful to you, I hope that you will like it and share it with someone else that might also find it valuable. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.